With 18 games unbeaten, today we focus on cup competition. First of all, the FA Trophy, then the FA Cup itself. I don't think for 1 minute we'll go much further in the FA Cup because it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But why not join me and find out how we get on? Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 16 of From the Bottom to the Top as we try and take a National League side south, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. This is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you, as I said, two cup competitions. We start our FA Trophy campaign today, second round tie against Whitehawk of I'm trying to think of the place that is at Brighton. That's where they come from. And then we have an FA Cup second round tie, having got past Cheltenham in the last episode, which was totally unexpected, and certainly by the scoreline that we got past them. Today we face League One Walsall, and whilst I don't really expect to go much further, it's a bit of a payday. We'll have a look in a minute and see how much money we do make on that particular tie. So hopefully that will get us in good stead financially as well, having made some money. I think it was about 80,000 out of the match against Cheltenham, which was rather handy to say the least. Don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far, let me know what you'd like to see me do next. And just to tell you that I am in the process of about to record a couple of how-to videos, so watch out for them. They will be coming very, very shortly. Well, since you were last with us. Oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you, of course, is you can follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideToo. If you haven't done that yet, why not go away and do it? It all helps me. Thank you very much. Right, yes, sorry. What's been happening since you were last with us? Not a lot. Not a lot, because we haven't played any games. Last time out, of course, we drew 2-2 with Eastbourne Borough in the National League South, then a 5-1 win in the FA Cup first round replay. Mitchell Weiss, of course, doing very well at the moment, scoring 3 goals in those 2 games. Joe Knight, Cameron Cooper, Harvey Slade and Spencer Spurway, the other scorers in those games. Today, different kettle of fish. A Whitehawk, we've got to be careful of them. FA Trophy second round, and then, of course, to the Bestcott Stadium for the FA Cup second round, and see how we get on in that game. Right, without any more to do, a couple of other things we want to check up on. We did say we were checking the medical centre. Ted Can still out for 9 days to 3 weeks. He's our first choice goalkeeper, and to be honest, we could do with a couple more goalkeepers. We are keeping an eye out. Nobody specifically coming in at the minute, but we are keeping our eye open. We have a goalkeeper in on loan. Ben Winterbottom is his name. He was originally at Blackburn, then Liverpool, then Brentford, went to Welling on loan, and then finished up Brentford, releasing him, of course, which is why he's a free agent. So we are looking at him at the moment, but in order to bring him in, we will need to offload and reduce the wage budget a little bit, because you see at the moment we're about 700 over, 600 or 700 over anyway, and they won't let us bring in anybody else if we don't reduce the wages. So we're in the process of trying to get that moving if we can. Right, having said all of that, I don't think there's a great deal else to tell you, other than our first match-up is against Whitehawk. Whitehawk, as I think I said, from Brighton. They are in the Pitching In League, the Ryman League Premier Division. Yeah, not a lot more we can tell you about those, because we don't go down that far in the save, so we can't really tell you how they're getting on down there. But needless to say, their ground, which is the enclosed ground, this is it, holds just a fraction over 3,000. They have 1,300 seats and they're looking to expand it by 5,200. So that's it's something for the future for them, no doubt. They'll be looking to see if they can do a bit of giant killing in this one. We have to try and stop them. Let's go and have a look at the team then that will face Whitehawk. And this is the team that faces Whitehawk in this match. Kelly in goal, Harris, Hamlin, Spurway and Howe. Our defensive line, Slade, Solanke and Petit are in front of them. Evans sits behind George, who makes his debut today. Robert George from the Youth Academy is alongside Melvin Lambert. And then Rowan, Prescott, Bolton, Vice and Cooper make up the bench. And here we are, Whitehawk playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Lambert, the sole striker up front. And we continue with our usual formation. And Whitehawk playing in all red today. They have a corner, 26 minutes in. Collins with... well, it's a bit of I thought it was going to be an in-swinger, but it was a bit strange, and they've scored. Craig Linsfield gets his first goal of the season, and we are a goal down to a lower league side at the moment. It's a well-worked move, as it turned out. Created the space. Linfield beating Kelly. And half-time has come, and we're a goal behind at half-time and not done a darn thing. One shot, nothing on target, 48% of the possession. They've had 7 shots. That one on target, which was a goal, thankfully only one on target, 0.55 and 52% of the possession. We've got to show some improvement in the second half. And a highlight from kickoff, 45 minutes on the clock. And we've kicked off. Teddy Howe crosses this ball, looking for George. Oh, he's dipping, but he's just over the top. We have a corner. Kieran Evans with the corner. Deep. Oh, it's a second chance. Spurway didn't get it away the first time, but his 6th goal of the season gets us level after 49 minutes. We'll see it from behind. Kieran Evans to the back post. Spurway heads it. The goalkeeper saves it. But straight back to Spurway, who had a second chance. They have a corner. Scored from a previous one. Collins. This one's a bit more authentic, but it's Lindfield who's scored. Cody! Ooh, come back off the woodwork, and it's still bobbling around there, but Lambert gets it away. In the end, Slade will get that ball. And with 58 minutes on the clock, we're making a change. Melvin Lambert has come off. I had a bit of a shout at half-time, obviously, and he's demotivated. So I think he's not long for this side. He's moaning because he's not getting game time when he does play. He doesn't play, and I just think it's probably time for him to move on. We'll be looking to instigate that in due course. So we have made a change. We have brought on Mitchell Weiss, who goes into that shadow striker role, and we've moved Kieran Evans up alongside Robert George. Mitchell Weiss is on, and Teddy Howe with a throw in to Kieran Evans, who's gone up alongside Roberts. Harris cross it deep. Oh, it's gone in, and Robert George gets a goal on his debut. It's offside though. Oh, what a shame. Thought he'd scored on his debut. Just gone a little bit too early. Good header though. Howe again with a throw in on this near side. Kieran Evans, he throws it to. It's back to Spurway. Spurway, who got us back level. Evans. Teddy Howe, cross it into the area, but it's well defended. Cut out though by Spurway. Back into the area, looking for Evans. Didn't find him. Again, Howe heads that down, and looked like a foul on Petit, but not given. And they've come away with the ball, but we've won that one back. Howe tidying up there on that wing. Petit through to Evans. Evans, what's he going to do with this? Can he cross it? He can. It's headed in this time. Mitchell Weiss, you can always guarantee that he will pop up from somewhere. 15th goal of the season. And Mitchell Weiss on 69 minutes puts us 2-1 up. Lovely ball. Back of the net. Harris with a free kick. Crosses it in deep. Goalkeeper punches it. But it's to George. And he's got his Robert George. Got a debut goal. 3-1. He had one ruled out earlier. But he has scored this time. It fell nicely for him. Goalkeeper punches it. Leaves the net empty. And Robert George just directed it home. Kieran Evans with an in-swinging goal. And Spuraway gets his second of the game. 7th of the season. And all of a sudden, we've taken this by the horns. A 4-1 lead after giving them a bit of a telling off at half-time. Spuraway getting up. And with 76 minutes on the clock, we're making one further change. Harvey Slade, he's come off, he's tiring, and we've brought on Elliot Bolton in that midfield. Had a bit of a switch round. Petit on the left, Slanky right, and Bolton goes into that middle position. And with 85 minutes on the clock, making a final change. We've only got one change, of course, left. Teddy Howe and Spencer Spurway both getting tired. We've taken Spurway off and brought on Charlie Rowan. Teddy Howe will probably sit out the next game, the Walsall game, and we'll have Prescott ready for that one. So that's why we're giving him a full rest for this game. That's our final change made then. Let's go and see if we can see this game out. Howe with the ball. We are in the final minute of full time. Howe, no indication of how long extra time is yet. Howe has Solanke inside him. Back to Howe. Howe crosses it in. Evans has a shot, but it's blocked by the defender and put out for a throw. 4 minutes of injury time. See it again from behind the goal. Howe gently on that wing. Solanke back to Howe. Howe, Evans having a shot, and it's all over. We did get there in the end. It looked a bit wobbly at half time, 1-0 down, and we weren't playing particularly well, but we did pick it up in the second half after a telling off at half time. Spencer Spurway with 2 goals, 49-76, in between Mitchell Weiss and Robert George getting a debut goal. 9 shots, 5 on target, 1.44, 51% of the possession. They had 9 shots, just that one on target, 0.62, and 49% of the possession. We have a FA Trophy third round draw to come. So with no more news to report at the moment, let's go and have a look at the third round draw for the FA Trophy. And here is the draw for the third round FA Trophy. Hungerford Town are first out. They'll play Ashford United. Oldham will play Chorley. South Shields will play Bradford City. Boreham Wood will play Eastleigh. Hampden and Richmond will play Eastbourne Borough. Fylde will play Macclesfield. St Albans City will play Solihull Moors. Larkhall will play Hemel Hempstead Town. Yeovil will play Wealdstone. Woking will play Bromley. Dagenham Redbridge will play Dartford. Rochdale will play Chester. Chesterfield will play Warrington. Havant and Waterlooville will play Billericay. Dulwich Hamlet will play Farnborough. Long Eaton, Nottingham, will play Accrington Stanley. Peterborough Sports will play Halifax Town. Aldershot will play Tunbridge Angels. Stafford Rangers will play Southport. Torquay will play Cirencester Town. Altrincham will play Scarborough Athletic. Bishop Stortford will play Oxford City. Hartlepool will play Scunthorpe. Long way down the draw and we've not come out yet. Maidenhead United will play Canvey Island. Dorking will play Polton Rovers. We're out and we are at home. We will play Worthing of also the Vanarama National League South. We're going to draw the rest of the teams. Not a lot of them left, so we'll go through them. Horsham and Southend. York will play Telford. Gloucester City will play Curzon Ashton. Alfreton Town will play Kings Lynn. Ebbsfleet will play Slough Town. And Kidderminster Harriers will play Boston United. Let's have a look and see how that fits in the schedule. And this is how it fits in the schedule. Down here, FA Trophy third round. Obviously, we've got the second round of the FA Cup, and I think the FA Cup fits down here somewhere. So we'll see. Before we decide on episodes, we will see. We've got to play Worthing also at home. So we're going to be playing them twice in quick succession. Once in the Vanarama National League South, and then again in the FA Trophy. And we've played them twice. Early last season, lost 3-0. And we played them last February and beat them 2-0 at our place. So we'll see. Worthing at the moment currently 5th in the table. So they're doing okay in the league, but we've got to play them. Right. I'll be back if there's any news, but we'll come back just ahead of the FA Cup second round, not the FA Trophy second round. Well, with no more news to tell you about other than Ted Can is on his way back. He's not going to feature today, but he's very, very close now. So we're hopeful to get him back almost certainly in the next episode. So keep an eye out for that one. Walsall then it is today. We've not played them before. We don't know a great deal about them other than they are League One and the Bestcott Stadium. We're hoping on the financial side of things. Currently, finance is minus 42.6. Remember that to the end of the game. Let's go and see then the team that will face Walsall. So here is the team that will face Walsall in this Emirates FA Cup second round tie. Can we get through to the third round, or is this just going to be a step too far? Kelly in goal then. Ryan, Slade, Spurway and Prescott are our defensive line. Williams, Bolton and Solanke play in midfield with Vice sitting behind Cooper and Evans. On the bench, Nick Zack, Rowan, Knight, Goodship, Howe, Frost, Melvin Lambert, Harris and Petit. So here we are at the Bestcott Stadium against Walsall. They're playing a flat back three with two wing backs. Lost their last two games. We have won 4 of our last 5, drawn the other one. Playing our usual formation. Two minutes in, Ryan on the ball. Ryan back to Slade. Slade, are we in for some more giant killing? Williams, Vice, Evans through to Cooper. Cooper's poor touch, but Prescott is out there. We know what Prescott does. Oh! And it's his 21st goal of the season. And Cam Cooper from that man Prescott has scored against Walsall inside the first 5 minutes. It's Cooper's first touch on the was poor, but Prescott's wasn't. And that ball placed in the right zone again for Cooper. Question of offside. Don't think he was. No, he wasn't. Being played on. We have a corner now. Ryan. It's an in-swinger. Looking for Slade. Vice. Oh, and no penalty given. Ryan. Solanke! Second goal of the season is offside. He's offside. Oh, dear. Vice was failed. Ryan. Solanke created a bit of space for himself. I don't think that was offside myself. Spurway. Solanke back to Spurway. So far, it's all been us. And we're only 6 minutes in. Bolton, Spurway. Solanke to Prescott. Poor ball. And they come away. This is where they will show their credentials. Tashmanga, who I think caused us problems in the lower leagues with one of our saves. That's through to Taylor, but he's missed the target. This is close. Very close. Bounced just right for Taylor, but I think Kelly had it covered. Prescott with a throw in on that far side to Solanke, to Prescott, who finds Bolton. Bolton to Williams. Williams out to Ryan. Ryan crosses in, but nobody there. Solanke. Bolton. Try again. Williams out to Ryan. Second attempt. Ryan creating a bit of space. Finds Solanke. Ooh, that's got to be, I look like a corner. Talking of corners, it is a corner. Ryan on that far side. I don't think it's from the shot we've just seen. And Spencer Spurway gets his 8th goal of the season. And on 22 minutes, we take a 2-goal lead. And Walsall are looking a bit thingy. And I'll tell you what, if we get past this, if we got a 3rd round, huge payday coming up. Smith in the Walsall goal is headed down. Solanke wins that ball. Bolton, Evans, Williams. We're all over them at the moment. Williams through to Cooper. Cooper creates a bit of space. Crosses it in. Oh, my goodness me. Mitchell Weiss, his 16th of the season. He's not missed a game yet. Not missed a goal in a game for the last 3 or 4 games. And on 27 minutes, we're 3-0 up. And making a League One side look decidedly ordinary. They have a throw-in on that far side. 35 on the clock. Well, actually 34. I lied about the 35. That's gone through. Kelly will fall on that. And Prescott gets the ball out to him. Prescott comes forward. Evans finds Weiss. Weiss finds Cooper. Oh, my goodness me. His 22nd goal of the season. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. On 35 minutes, we are 4 goals to the good. And even if they come back at us in the second half, we've really got to throw this away. Oh, Cooper. Almost took too long. Question of whether he was offside. I don't think he was. No. Prescott with a throw-in. He's picked up a yellow card. Will miss the next round, which is not good. Spurway, Bolton, Prescott. Prescott chips that ball in. Nobody there. I had to get rid of it. And, Solanke's got it. Weiss, Williams. We're in again here. Cooper. Oh, my giddy aunt. 23rd goal of the season. And Cam Cooper makes it 5-0 before half-time. Oh, dearie me. We're not beating them. We are beating them. Literally beating them. Oh, my goodness me. How did he do that? They kick us back off, Tashmanga. 4 minutes of injury time. We are in that 4th minute and now, I think. And they'll be wanting to get in at half-time, albeit trying to get a goal back before half-time. Knowles cross that deep. It's headed. But Kelly makes the save. He's grown in confidence today. 5-goal lead at the moment. Throws that out to Prescott. Prescott comes forward. Inside to Solanke. Solanke finds Williams. This is just absolutely amazing. Oh, and Solanke decides to have a go on his own. Well, I really don't know what to say about that. I was expecting to get an absolute beating off of Walsall. They've looked very, very ordinary. 50% of the possession, 6 shots, 1 on target for them, 0.67 on the XG. We've had 10 shots, of which 5 have been on target, all 5 goals. 1.92. We've been clinical today. Goals from Cooper as early as 3 minutes. Prescott, the supplier. Cooper, he's got a hat-trick. I hadn't realised that he got his hat-trick. So he has got his hat-trick. Mitchell Weiss getting a goal as well. And Spurway. Well, all in all, we've been quite impressive. They have a corner. 54 minutes on the clock. It's sort of headed away by Bolton. Finally by Williams. but still there and it's still alive. They'll be looking to try and get back on terms, but Williams having none of that. And not good ball to Cooper. And they still have the ball. Gordon. Knowles is going to cross this in. Is he going to have a shot? He's going to have a shot. And he's scored in off the crossbar. Tom Knowles getting his first of the season. And on 55 minutes, they have got one back. They've got a long way back, mind you. Prescott with a throw in. 55, nearly 56 on the clock. Vice, Spurway in defence. Has Solanke there. Solanke finds Ryan. Ryan now brings the ball down. Bolton. Solanke, lovely play. Lovely sweeping play. Vice out to Prescott. Danger Man gets this in the area. They're in trouble. And what did I say? Williams, third goal of the season. And a 5-goal lead again. 6-1 is the scoreline after 57 minutes. The ball out to Prescott. And Prescott gets that in the area. And it's Prescott doing what Prescott does. A free kick after 67 minutes. Swung in. Oof, Solanke. But straight to the goalkeeper. Highlight is going to continue. That free kick from Evans. Oh, Slade brought that down and won it against the striker. And Williams out there again. As I was saying, lovely passing play here. Bolton, look at that. Vice is going to have a go. Oh, not far away. Allen with a throw in for Walsall. Crosses that deep into the box. Oh, good header and a good save by Kelly. And with 75 minutes on the clock, we're making two changes. Of 5, of course, we're allowed to do in the FA Cup. Tom Solanke, who has picked up an injury, doesn't say injury on here, but says he's injured and struggling to run. So that's a little bit of a worry. We've replaced him with Petit. So Petit comes on for Solanke. And then we have also made the other change that we have made is we've taken off Kieran Evans. Vice goes alongside Cooper, and we brought on Joe Knight in the shadow striker role. And with 89 minutes on the clock, 4 minutes of injury time to play, we're making our final 3 changes. Spencer Spurway coming off for Charlie Rowan at the back there. We've also taken off John Ryan, who's had a good game, and brought on Archie Harris in his place. And our final change is standing ovation for Cameron Cooper, who's got a 10 today, a hat-trick for him. And it's Brandon Goodship coming on to make a cameo at the end of the game. We are in the 95th of 4 added on. Petit, Williams. Oh, what he rounded that off. And Williams scores his second of the game. And we have beaten Walsall by 7 goals to 1. Vanarama National League South side beating a League One side by 7 goals to 1. We are in the third round, boys and girls. And it's all over here. Wow. We have knocked them out of sight. Tom Knowles' goal after 55 minutes was nothing more than a consolation goal. Cam Cooper scoring 3. Spencer Spurway, Mitchell Vice, Toure Williams with 2 goals as well. 7-1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. 7-1 it was in the end. They had 9 shots, 3 on target, 1.08, 46% of the possession. We just beat them. 17 shots, 10 of which were on target, 2.97 and 54% of the possession. A third round. We'll see how we've done financially, but it does mean that we start the next episode with a FA Cup third round draw. Well, I really did not expect that. There has been some games going on in the Vanarama National League South. We'll round up on them at the start of the next episode as well. But as you'll see, our lead is cut to 9 points at the moment. Eastbourne Borough beating Bath City by 1-0. which means the gap between us and Bath City has opened up somewhat to 14 points. So it's really a straight run between us and Eastbourne Borough at the moment. Worthing also played, I think they played on, they did beat Chippenham Town. So they've got 39 points as well. Maidstone still have a game in hand, so they could move up a little bit, so it might be not quite so. But we are some 20 points, 19 points in front of Torquay United, who are just outside the playoffs as it stands at the moment. As I said, we will pick that up fully when we get through to the start of the next episode. But boys and girls, what a win. 7-1 in the FA Cup. This is just turning out to be outstanding, to be fair. Goodness me, we were 42,000 in the red. We are now 78,000, 152,000 gate receipts from there. And we've got a third round tie to come. That is absolutely stupendous. That has put us back on track. Well, what can I say? Realistically, do we need to bring anybody else in? As it stands at the moment, I don't know what to say. So that's how we are. We are going to come back. What are we going to come back? Because I'm not sure. Well, can we check to see where the third round is? Schedule. Third round, second round there. The draw for the third round is on the 2nd of December. And the third round is actually, of course it is, stupid boy, is on the 4th of January. 4th of January, the next round. So it's not going to come until, well, it's in there. You see it's already in there. So I'm thinking, as it stands at the moment, we'll play Maidstone, Worthing and Chippenham offline. We're going to come back for Hampden and Richmond and Worthing in the next episode. An FA Trophy third round. And, of course, Hampden and Richmond, who are currently in 23rd place in the table. Bath are in third. That probably feels like the better. We'll work it out. We'll see how we go. One or the other there. It will come up in the next episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was rather splendid, wasn't it? I didn't think we were going to beat Walsall, let alone 7-1. That is quite impressive. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top and our other series, Irons in the Fire, as they are released. New episodes of Bottom to the Top released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. The best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideToo. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. Be episode 17. It's out on Friday. Until then, have yourselves a good week. Bye-bye.